One of the handy features in Photoshop is the ability to record and play an action. Those can become even more powerful, more useful if you play back an action on a number of files in a folder automatically or automated without having any intervention while it's happening. This is done once you have an action recorded. This is done by going to File, Automate, Batch. Now some of this is already set for me previously doing this, but you would pick the location your action is found in. You would choose the action that you want to run. So you have to have a pre-recorded action prior to doing this. You then need to pick your source location as well as your destination. In my case, I have a folder with about 20 or so images that I want to process using the same action. So I would choose that folder. So these are my source images. These are the images that I want to have the action run on. So I would choose that as my source. Normally these other settings are okay as they are. My destination, I want to put what this action creates in another folder. So I've chosen folder and I'm choosing a location, and we'll make this on the desktop. I have a folder called action. Right now that folder is empty. And so again, what's going to happen is I'm going to run my favorite action on the images that are in this images folder, and the result of those images are going to be placed in this other folder on the desktop called action. Now I need to override my save as in my action because it's saving it to a different location, so I need to override that with this location. So that's why I have this selected. I could also override the name of that file and add numbers and other kinds of things to it as well as an extension. I'm just going to accept the default, whatever the name of the file is in my source. That's what will be used in my resulting action, except I am saving them as bitmaps. And so when I'm ready, I hit OK, and then it will automatically go through that process, opening the images. In this one there was a sepia tone, and there was some resizing of the image and rotating it, saving it as a bitmap. And so it'll go through every one of those images in that folder, performing that action. I'm not doing anything at this point other than watching it. And when it's all done, we'll take a look in that folder called action, the folder that was previously empty. It has maybe about 7 more images to go. And we should be getting close to the end. There we go. So let me go ahead and take a look at that folder. Here's my folder called action. And here are those images. And if you notice, they're all now upside down because I had that in my action. They're now all bitmaps. That was in my action. They're all sepia tone. That is my action. They've all been resized to a particular width or height. And that's all part of my action. So there's 42 photos that it did in there, 42 images. Didn't take much effort once I created the action one time. So that's how you can not only use actions, but use them very effectively when you have lots of files that need the same thing done to them.